So let's see what we get here. Alright, we get new stuff. That is actually pretty exciting. Hey everyone, this is Taqren, and the day has finally come where I will feature Aeon's End on my channel. As some of you might know, this has been on my top list of games for quite a while now, and I had like the first wave or part of the first wave in German, and because it is very language dependent, I was not able to play it. But what I did now is I actually got seasons 4, 5 and 7 during the last Kickstarter. So that is the New Age, Outcasts and also Past and Future. And now I can actually play through it on the channel because that's the English version. That's really cool. So my plan for the game is that I will be playing through the New Age, through the expedition. There's like, I think 4 main expeditions, like where you get to know the game and unlock everything, and then you are pretty much like free to play whatever combinations you want to. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's just take a look here, because I actually also have all the promos and expansions and stuff, and that's the way I organize it for now. So that means we do have more, a few more heroes and also another boss. Oops, that is part of the expansion, but not part of the expedition here. So we will not be looking at those for now. I think that's Mazra here as the hero, expansion hero, Q as well, or Q, and Nook, and also the boss, the Wanderer, and also the Wailing. I think these are all expansion bosses and heroes. I will be playing through the base game for now with you. I will do that for the New Age here, and I also plan to do it for Outcasts and Past and Future, just to show you like what these games have to offer. And I will be starting with Expedition 1 today. Expedition 1 is the only expedition I have played so far. As you can see, everything else is still packed, because I want to have be as surprised as you when we unpack everything and look at that. Right? So that is pretty much the game plan here. And without further ado, let me just quickly set up the game. Alright, and that is pretty much the setup of the game. Let me just hydrate quickly and then we can continue. Actually, as usual, it's still way too hot, so I will just let that sit for a moment. Alright, so that is the setup of the game. I had to set it up a little bit differently than I usually do. So usually I have these 9 cards, like right in the center. I have like my character below it, and then everything regarding the boss to the left, right? So I have like pretty much split in the middle. I couldn't do that now because otherwise I would have had to pull up the camera even more, and then you don't see anything anymore. So what I did now is, this is now the market here. Here we have the health of Gravehold, that the bastion we need to defend in our turn order deck. Here is like the boss stuff up here. Usually I have the boss cards here, but here I will have to put the cards that I play into the breaches, like the spells. So that's why I will have the boss cards like here. Somehow in the left, on the left, I will just try to sort them like this here. If everything goes well, we won't have to have too many cards for the boss anyway, if we do well. And that is pretty much it. I still have the reference card here. I know how the game works, but because I'm recording here and everything is way different when recording, I just have it as a little reminder, because, well, when you actually record stuff, not everything, like some things may slip your mind. I will not do that the entire playthrough today, but just at the beginning I will go into close up so we can take a look at the cards you'll be playing this with this game. So we have Extra Granite. It costs 3 either, and we gain 2 either, or we can destroy to gain 3. The Recurring Jasper gives us 2 either. And also the top of our discard pile, if it's a spell, we can place this gem on top of our deck. So that is pretty situational. Then with the Energized Rubidium, we gain 3 either, and any ally may discard a card in hand. If they do, that player gains 1 charge. By the way, I am my own ally because I'm playing true solo, only with 1 character. Galvanized Bauble, I can focus any ally's breach, which is quite helpful, or I can cast any player's prep spell and then destroy it if I want to. The Ether Conduct, I can attach this to any player's breach, and when a spell is cast from this breach, the player who cast that spell gains 1 Ether. Also quite situational, but quite interesting. Tether darts, I like those a lot. If I cast them, I deal 2 damage. And if this was cast from an open 3 or 4 breach, I can place this into any ally's hand. So I can actually place it into my own hand, right? That is pretty nice. So I can have it every round, pretty much. But first I need to open the breaches. Then I have Force Amplifier. If I cast this, I deal 3 damage. And I deal 1 additional damage if I cast this from an open 3 or 4 breach. This will all make sense in just a few minutes. Then the Imbued Smash is pretty good as well because it deals 4 damage, which is good. And also I may discard a card in hand. If I do, I can deal 2 damage to the nemesis. And then we have Pattern Strike. When I cast it, I deal 4 damage. And I can return to my hand up to 2 cards in my discard pile that cost 0. Okay, not too bad either. Then we have the nemesis we will be fighting against, and that is Maggoth. The most important thing you need to know here is that Maggoth will be spawning maggots and flies, or some maggots will hatch, and whenever a row is filled, I suffer negative consequences. Whenever everything is filled, as you can see up there, we lose the game. We win the game when either we reduce Maggoth's health from 45 to 0, or if we deplete the entire deck here, which takes a while. And then we have our own character. I decided to go with Taqren. I will be playing true solo, so only 1 hero. And Taqren is pretty cool because we have here a pretty cool main ability. Ultimate ability that we can activate during our main phase. We can focus any breach, which is nice. And also then gain 1 life for each open breach I have. So these are the breaches we can put our spells into, play our spells into, right? And then I can just start focusing them. So we need to open all of them first to really use them. Also, we have the defender breach. Whenever that is opened and we use a spell, like cast a spell from the opened defender breach, which is closed, then Gravehold, the bastion you need to defend, gains a life, which is not too bad either. So I will, with Taqren, we will be focusing on opening breaches quickly, and I will probably try to get as many gems as possible. So I will not go to close up the entire game because I think that kind of detracts from the viewing experience, but I will kind of let you know what I'm doing, right? So this is, I think, a good way to do it. Okay, so we start always by turning over the turn order deck. Aeon's End is a deck builder, but it is not quite a conventional deck builder. First of all, our deck is never shuffled, so whenever the discard pile is full, we just turn it over and that's it. We never shuffle our deck, but we do shuffle the turn order deck, because there are 4 cards in there for me, because usually, well, you know what, I can actually do that. That's one thing I actually forgot here. So we will put the player numbers here, 1 and 2, because I put like 2 1s and 2 2s in there, because I'm playing true solo, but I still need 4 rounds to play. Like I always have like 4 turns within a game round, and the boss always has 2 turns. The players always have 4 turns and the boss always 2. That's how the game is balanced. If you play like a 2-player game, then you put like the 1s and 2s in there. One player takes the 1 and the other takes the 2 here, right? To indicate which player they are. Since I'm playing by myself, and I need 4 turns, I just took the 1s and the 2. And to signify that for you, I put the 1 and the 2 here. Also, we have 10 health we start with. So, but now the setup is complete. This bit I have inserted after having recorded the game, because I actually forgot something. But for you, it will be before I play the game, right? And there are no spoilers here, I hope. So, we actually have our battle 1 that we will be playing now, that I just recorded. Let me read that out. It has been a week since Commander Soskel, one of New Gravehold's most decorated breach mages, led an expedition to the north. They were scheduled to return days ago, and the council fears the worst. You're called upon to go after them. The loss of good mages is already painful enough, they explain, but Soskel and his party carried some of New Gravehold's rarest and most powerful artifacts. No matter what, you must find and return these treasures. You gather your gear and set out at once. The familiar trails of New Gravehold slowly give way to swampland. The air is muggy and thick in your lungs. You feel a strange sensation of being watched. You scan the dense underbrush and notice movement as someone turns and flees. Without hesitation, you chase them deeper into the swamp. Someone shouts, "Release it!" To your right, a gigantic insectoid nameless crashes through the underbrush towards you. The man you're chasing ignores the creature and continues into the swamp. He'll have to wait. A nameless this close to New Gravehold must be stopped. Fight Maggoth. And that's what we will do now. And the game is pretty simple, like in terms of how it works. We just turn over a card and then we see whose turn is it. Is it our turn or the nemesis turn? It's our turn. So, and now we have several things we do during our turn. First, we cast our spells that we have put here. We can cast spells we have attached to open breaches. We must cast spells we have attached to closed breaches. If we attach a spell to a closed breach, then we first need to focus it to be able to attach something. Focusing means that you pay the cost that is noted here, for example, to either, and then we can turn it one. And then we can turn it again at some point, and then if we focus it again, then we can open the breach, right? What we can also do is just open it immediately with the cost up there. So that is how we play our spells. We don't have any at the moment, so we just go to the main phase. In the main phase, we can just play cards. We can use it either to power up our main ability here, to our ultimate ability. We can buy cards with our either. We can focus breaches, open breaches. We can put spells in here, which is free. And that's pretty much all that we can do. So I do have a spell here, Gift of Spirit. It says if we cast it, we deal 1 damage, or we can draw a card. I will attach that to our breach for next round, so we can activate it next round. I think that's one thing that we should do. And then I have 4 ether here. I think I would really like to get a few gems here first before we start. We could also open that breach, but we don't have any spells yet. But 4 is pretty good, actually. You know what? I will spend these 4. You just put them down then, and then I will open the first breach. I think that's a good thing. So now we have 2 breaches. We want to open breaches 3 and 4 as well, as soon as possible. Especially 3 as soon as possible, so we can work with maybe Force Amplifier, where we deal additional damage if we cast it from here. That would be pretty good, actually. Okay, so we don't have any cards to play. So at the end of the round, we have the draw phase. So we take all the gems and relics we played and put them in any order we want to in the discard pile. Well, they're all the same. So I will just put them in here like this. And then we draw 5 cards again. We have 10 cards in our deck. I played all of them, so I draw like the entire hand here. And we have again 4 of these cheap gems and a spell. So, and now we see whose turn it is. Perfect. It's the nemesis turn, so you will see one. You saw one player turn, and now you will see one nemesis turn, and you kind of know how the game works, right? Like roughly. Nemesis turn, we always first activate all cards that are lying down here. I will show you later how each of these 3 different cards work, but at the moment the nemesis doesn't have any. And the second step is always to draw a card from the top of the deck and resolve it. There are 3 cards that can happen. We can have an attack, we can have a power card, or we can have a minion card. I will go over all of those when they come up, but let me show you the power card first, because that's the one we draw. We drew, it says power 1, so we place 1 power token on here, place a maggot into play, and then place 2 flies into play. So whenever that power is depleted, so as soon as that is powered up, then that will take effect. Like at the beginning of the next phase, you will remove 1 power token, and if there are no power tokens here, then that power will take effect. This is called Hive Surge. It says to discard 3 cards in hand. So next round I could discard 3 cards to discard that one, but that one is not too rough, so I think I will not do that. And that's it. That's the nemesis turn. The nemesis will not do a whole lot yet, because it's still like powering up, collecting cards, spawning minions and stuff like that. Alright, it's our turn. So we will first play our spell here, cast our spell, either deal 1 damage or we can draw a card. I think I will just deal the first damage, and then we will discard it here. First damage right over here. I have a little different layout than usual, so that's why I need to kind of reorient myself here, because that my recording layout is different than the one I usually play with. But actually this layout isn't too bad, so I might actually also use that when I actually play games by myself. And then I will put another spell here. We have 4 for either here. I want to open this as soon as possible, but we need more either. So what I will do, I will pay 3 to get that exo granite here. And whenever you buy something, you put it immediately in the discard pile. And I will also pay that crystal just for nothing, pretty much. Just so that I can discard everything. Because you don't have to discard everything. Everything you still have in your hand, you can keep until the next round. That's also a pretty cool thing. Most deck builders don't allow you to do that. Okay, so, and then, now, we can draw from our deck. Whenever we want to draw from our deck, we take the discard pile. And without shuffling, we put it here. And then, I take 5 new cards for the next round, right? And so as you cycle through your deck, you can like put stuff in a different order, and that means that you can kind of like work on constructing the order of the cards in your deck, which is quite interesting. And now it's us again. Okay, so I will play that spell. That is a spark, deal 1 damage, like this. We can also damage minions and the maggots and flies. I will get to that later when we do so. Okay, so, and we have another spell that I will just equip here. At the beginning, it still takes a little while, but as soon as we get more cards and better cards, it becomes much more interesting. The tethered darts and the force amplifier, they don't really help us too much yet. So I will play these 4 again to get another exogranite. I will work with this one now because at the end I can also destroy it just to get more either, like at the end of the game, and that is pretty cool. Okay, so, and then let me discard those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, right, and draw these 5 for the next round. And you see, now we have actually 6 either to spend next round. And that is good, we can work with that a little bit better. Okay, then let's see. Now it's our turn again. Okay, so that can happen. That it's like your turn like 3 or 4 times in a row. But it can also happen that the nemesis has 2 turns in a row, and that can be really dangerous. Nemesis 2 turns in a row can be really dangerous if you haven't prepared for that. So, first we deal 1 damage, or we can draw a card. I will deal 1 damage for now. I think, because at the moment I don't have 2 interesting cards yet. So, and then we have 3, 4, we have 6 either here. I will use 3 of those to start focusing that breach, so just turning it. And the other 3 I will spend for another exogranite. Like this. And now I will put the exogranite right here, because then I will have both in the same hand, hopefully. And then I put all the crystals on there. We turn that over and draw 5 cards for the next round, for the next turn. But it will be next round because now in the last turn is for the nemesis. So we discard that power token here, and then we need to do that whatever it says here. So place a maggot. And also place 2 flies. So I might have to go to close up here just to kind of see what's happening here. So so you see, I was placing 1 maggot and 2 flies. These have health, as you can see, like 2 and 1 respectively. I can target any of those and kill or hurt any of those, and I need to do so because if it fills up, I will have an issue. So I will try not to let them go past the second row from the bottom, if possible. So, and that one was done. So we just put it up there in the discard pile, and we draw a new card for the nemesis. Power 2 again. Or this time power 2, so we put 2 power tokens on here. Unleash. Any player discards 2 gems in the hand. So I need to discard 2 gems when that when that is active, and also unleash. And unleash says for that boss, place 2 maggots into play. So well, yeah, that wouldn't be too good. So I will have to hurt these, or I will have to try to get rid of this one here. But I have two turns to do so. Well, except if the nemesis now comes up twice in a row, right? Then I'm pretty much screwed. Let's just hope that is not the case. Okay, so next turn. It's our turn. Wonderful. So I will, of course, play my spell in here. So now let's see. I need 7 to open this one. That's not possible. I have 5 exogranite. 5 isn't too great. I could use 3 to continue focusing here. I think that's what I will do. and then I have 2 left. And with these 2, I will just start powering up here. Right, so we just take one of these tokens here so we can charge our ability. Okay, and then I will put this one here at the top like this, I think. Yeah, I think so. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we get here. Okay, we get a few things. So, and then it is our turn again. So now we can deal 1 damage here with the spark. That's what I will do, and I will actually target that Maggoth here. So we always need to go from top to bottom. Like, we always need to target the top row. Since we only have 1 row at the moment, that is fine. I'll just scoot them to the left here, like this. Okay, and then I will put that. No, actually, I will not put it there yet, because I have 4, 5. That's 5 either. With 5 either, I can open this breach, and the breach 3 gives us +1 damage on cast. A regular breach 4 will do the same thing, except ours because we have that defender breach. So, and now I will attach it here to number 3, because then we do 1 more damage. And the last crystal I will just discard as well, and I will put them in this order here. Well, actually, yeah, I think we'll put them in this order for now. Okay, and that is 1, 2, 3, and then we get 2 crystals at the top of the deck, because I still remember that. Alright, so now it's the nemesis turn. So first, we will discard 1 power token. There's still 1 left until that takes effect. And the next card is an attack. So now you see what an attack does. An attack is just a one-time action, so to speak. It says place a fly into play. Let's do that. Any player suffers 3 damage. So the morph just attacks us, and we actually lose 3 health. Let me just put them here, like this, because I might regain them later, and then I'll have to get them out of that thing again here. Okay, and that was already the boss turn, and now it's our turn. So first we do that attack here. So we deal 1 damage +1, so that's 2 damage. So we can get rid of 1 fly. That is nice. And now I have 5 either. So what I will do, I will spend 3 of those to get the tethered darts, right? And then I will spend another 2 to just continue powering up, getting a charge here. Okay, I think that's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then it is the nemesis turn. So this now activates. Unleash. Unleash means we place 2 Maggoths into play. 1 and 2, like this. And we need to discard 2 gems. Oh, we actually have some good ones here, but well, then I will just discard these 2 here. Not that one. Alright. Okay, that was that power card, and now we draw a new one, which is another power card. Fly Throng. To discard, we need to spend 6 either, which is a lot. Power 3. Place 3 Maggoths into play, and any player suffers 3 damage. Oh, that is a nasty one. That is a pretty nasty one. I might want to get rid of that one. Or I can just heal up. Let's see. Let's see. With my main ability, well, I don't know if I can do it yet. And then, of course, it's our turn again. So we have. Well, first of all, I will play this one here, just for some damage next round. And here I have 4 either. I could finish powering up here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to spend these 4 to power up twice. So what we do is then we just gain 2 more charges here. And now during my main phase I can activate it, which I will do. So we discard all of these charges again. And now I can focus any player's breach. So I will start focusing that breach here. And also I gain 1 life for each open breach I have. I have 3 open breaches, so I regain 3 life. So I'm back to full health again, which is really good. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, and what I need to do now is, I want to finish opening the breach. That costs us 7 to open it. Maybe I can do it within 1 round. I might also want to discard that one here. And then I just want to get attack cards. I just want to get as many cards as possible so I can start damaging the boss. It's still at 42 health. We really want to get it down to 0 as soon as possible. Okay, so now let's see who may actually start here. Just do a few quick overhand shuffles like this. And it's our turn. Wonderful. Okay, 3 crystals. Okay, so first of all, I will put that... Oh, no, first of all, I will use that spark. So that's 2 damage that I can deal. I will get rid of these 2 maggots here. So, and then 1, 2, 3. We don't have enough crystals to discard that one, but that's fine for now. I will spend 3 to get more tethered darts. Then I will place these tethered darts here. And the gift of spirit, I don't know, here I guess. So, like this. I think that is not too bad. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We still have some time for that. So let's see if we can do that. 2. We have 5 either only. These either cards are really clogging up my deck. I don't like those. But that's 5. So I think what I will do is I will spend all 5. Yeah, I will spend all 5 to get the imbued smash. Because if I discard a card in hand, I can deal 2 damage to the nemesis plus the 4 that I do anyway. So that is pretty strong. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this, and it's probably the nemesis turn. Yes, of course. So we discard 1 here. We still have some time there. And then we have another power card. You haven't seen a minion yet. So discard, we can discard 4 cards in hand. Power 1, unleash twice. So that means putting 4 maggots into play. And also Gravehold suffers 3 damage. Oh, I don't like that one too much. Let's see if we can maybe discard that. Discard 4 cards in hand. Oh, but I have so many gems here. Oh, wow. No, actually... No, I will not do that. I will not discard that one. I will do it differently. So, first, I will play these cards. So, the Gift of Spirit deals 1 damage, or we can draw a card. Actually, we could also draw a card. 2, 4, 6... We could also draw a card, because I need 1 more energy, 1 more ether to actually open that breach. I think that's what I will do. So I will use the Gift of Spirit to instead draw a card. There we go. That's it. That's what I wanted to do. So 2, and then we will play that one. Cast, deal 2 damage. And if we cast it from an open 3 or 4 bridge, which we did, we can just place it into our hand. So we do 2 damage. Let me discard that fly here. And... Oh, we have actually played those here. I will play those here to open our breach now, like this. And now we have all breaches opened, and this one is the defender breach. So whenever I cast something here, I get +1 life to Gravehold, which is good. And now I play the tether darts here and these here, so we get them back again. And I will place the spark right there. And you see now the game is starting to become definitely more interesting. Okay, then we place them like this, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, I hope I don't sound too bad. I actually have like a really sore throat. I think I'm kind of getting sick a little bit or something like that. So I hope I don't sound too bad. Okay, so next round, it is our turn again. Okay, so we do 2 damage. Oh, I actually would have done 1 more damage last round. I forgot to do the +1 damage on cast. So let me just retroactively do that. Okay. So first I will do the spark, deal 1 damage, and that is here. So the maggot is gone. So now we have a little bit more room here. Then I will do 2 + 1 damage, that's 3 damage, plus another 2 damage, that's 5 damage. And I will, of course, put it all into the boss. So the boss is now at 37. And I will get both back into my hand because they will cast from an open 3 or 4 breach. And also we get +1 Gravehold life, but the heroes as well as Gravehold cannot have more than max life. We are at max life here with 30, and here we are at max life with 10, so that doesn't help yet. Okay, And then I will put my tether darts here again. And also I will put the imbued smash right here. Like this. And then we still have 4 either. I don't quite know what I want to do with those yet. We definitely need more stuff here. We could take the force amplifier, which isn't too bad. Right? But I like the imbued smash a little bit more. So let me think. I could use these 4 just power up a little bit more. Well, the powering up really doesn't help me anymore. No, you know what? I will use these 4 and... what will I get? Yeah, I will get the force amplifier. Why not? Okay. Like this, I think that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now it's the nemesis turn. So, discard 1 here, 1 there. This one now, unleash twice. So that is 2 maggots. And another 2 maggots. And then Gravehold suffers 3 damage, which is okay. We're still doing fine on that front. That one's gone, and now we reveal a new card. Fugu. I don't know how to pronounce that. Attack. Any player discards 3 cards in hand and suffers 2 damage. Alright. Suffer 2 damage and discard 3 cards. Well, let me discard these 3 crystals, I guess. 3, yeah, let me discard those for now. Yeah. Okay. That was the boss's turn. So we're still doing okay. I might have to heal up at some point again, but let's see. It is our turn. Okay. So we don't have a whole lot of cards, but first let's do these. So, 4 damage. If I discard a card in hand, I can deal 2 extra damage. With 2, either I cannot do a whole lot, so I will just discard that one here. And so we deal 6 damage, but these are separate. First I will deal the first 4 damage here to get rid of the maggots, and then the 2 damage I have to deal to the nemesis, and then I deal 2, 3, 5 damage here, so the nemesis is now at 30, so we're doing really well at the moment. And I will get both back into my hand, and also we regain 1 life because I cast from the defender breach here, which is really cool. Okay, and now let's see. I will put the start here again, of course, and also that here, and that is my turn. I don't have any other cards to play, so I will just draw back up to 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then the next turn goes to the nemesis. So this one is gone, and place 3 maggots into play, and also we suffer 3 damage. Okay, we need to be a little careful now. Place 3 maggots into play. Okay, 3 maggots is still okay, depending on what happens now. I hope there are not going to be any minions, because minions are really annoying. And that is power again. To discard, we need to spend 7 either. Power 3. If there are 7 or less total flies and maggots, place 3 flies and 1 maggot into play. Wow. Otherwise, any player suffers 4 damage. Oof. Okay. We would definitely want to get rid of these maggots here. Definitely. Okay, so whose turn is it? Our turn. Okay, can we maybe get him down quickly? I don't know yet. So, 2, 4, I have 5 here. That is pretty good. Okay, so I deal 1 damage, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. I will take these 3 damage to get rid of this here. And the other 3 damage for the boss. 27. You see that these I will get back, and also Gravehold will regain 1 life. So you see that this goes pretty smoothly here. That is because I know the boss already, and because Taqren is really strong, right? He's really good for that boss, because he can open his breach really quickly. And that's pretty much like how you should play Taqren, I think. But if you just take another hero, the game changes immediately, right? I wouldn't have all these breaches. I couldn't do this high attack, high damage, high attack play that I'm doing right now, right? Okay, so I will of course play my tether darts here again. Actually, that will give me, you know what? With that I could do one more damage actually, but no, I rather want to take my tethered darts back. This one as well. So you can see now everything is full here. We have 5 either, and with these 5 either I will get another imbued smash. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we do a bit of damage. That is pretty nice. And it's our turn. So we do 1, 4, 6, 7, 9 damage. Wow, that is a lot. So the boss is now at 18 health. So, and these two I get back into my hand. These tethered darts have really saved me. And now we have a few imbued smashes, so we might be able to like get rid of the boss within 1 or 2 rounds, depending on what will happen here. I will place these there again. I have 5 energy here, 5 either, so I will get another imbued smash. Just high attack, all out. Pretty much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it is our turn again. We do 2, 3, 5 damage, and I get them back into my hand. So yeah. So now we are having a pretty easy play. I hope I didn't play any rules wrong, but I don't think so. Okay. And then, you know what? Now I have a lot of attack cards. So what I will do, I will not play all the tethered darts in here. I will play 1 tethered dart here, 1 there, and here I will play an imbued smash. Oh no, actually, no, that doesn't make sense. It's fine like this. Like this, like that. And then I have these here. What I will do is I will actually now destroy this card, because it gives me the option, instead of gaining 2 either, I can destroy it to gain 3 either. So I'll destroy this. So I'll just put it back. Now it's gone from my deck, plus these 2. That is now 5 either, and that's enough for another imbued smash. Alright. So you see, I focus pretty much on 3 cards of 9. You can also do it differently. You can also like mix and match. Usually in a multiplayer game, like each player would like focus on something. And usually, since I'm by myself, I try to focus on everything a little bit. I did not show you any relics. Relics are just actions that I can do when I play the cards, but they are not spells, right? So, okay, now it's the nemesis turn again. Discard 1 power token here. I think until that, these are discarded. The nemesis should be dead. Attack. Unleash twice. That means we have 4 new maggots here again, like 2 times 2. 3 and 4. Like this. And any player of Gravehold suffers 3 damage. Of course, rather Gravehold, because I can heal Gravehold up pretty easily. Okay. So, yeah, I think I don't really need to heal, and I think that I should be able to finish off the boss quite quickly now. It's my turn. Okay, now I do a lot of damage. I can discard a card to deal more damage here. So first I will deal 1 damage to the boss. Then I will deal 2, 3, 4, 5 damage to the boss. So that is now 7. And oh, that's not quite enough. So with that one I will deal 4 damage. Let me get rid of these maggots here just to be safe. And then I will deal 2 damage to the nemesis by discarding a card. Let me just discard this one here, I guess. And then we do another 2 damage. So now the boss is at 5 health. We are at 26 and 5 respectively, so we should be fine. So let me just prep all my spells here again. So and then I will destroy these 2 to gain 6. To gain 6 either instead of just 4, and I will take the last imbued smash. So you see, these can also be emptied. And if it's not our turn, we win. If it's the boss's turn, well, the boss has 1 more round to live. But they don't. So we don't really need to pay attention to what I have in my hand, because we just do 1, 5, 7, 8, 10 damage, plus another 2 if I discarded the card. So we do 12 damage here. So the boss is definitely a goner. So yeah, that was a really smooth play. I hope that I did not miss anything, but I don't think so. I mean, I've been playing Aeon's End for a while, so if I got something wrong, then either I'm not realizing it because the camera is rolling, or I've been doing something wrong like all the time. Alright, let me get a bit of tea now because, yeah, my throat is really killing me. Alright, good. Yeah, and that was a lot of talking. I think I will have to make a little break now. I take a little break now before I record the next video. Alright, so that was my playthrough of Aeon's End, the New Age. But wait, let me rewind that because we still have our expedition here, right? So, and we fought Maggoth, and now it says at the end of your game versus Maggoth, if you won, read the front of NAX03. If you lost, we fight it again. But we have won, so we read this one here. Battle 1 conclusion. As the fight ends, you finally relax. The man and his allies have vanished, but during the battle you saw them watching and taking notes from a distance. You recognize the symbol on their cloaks. These are followers of Xaxas, the same ones who were exiled to the woods years ago. Could they and the strange pet Nameless have had something to do with the disappearance of Soskel's team? You tense up, seeing a burst of fire in the corner of your eye. You turn to see a woman with strange crystalline hair torching the corpse of one of Maggoth's minions until the ground around it is charred and blackened. Nameless scum, she spits on the ground. If you let him sit, they fester and poison the soil. They're no good even when they're dead. You recognize her as Rhea, a fellow breach mage, a master in the study of relics and a member of the missing expedition. Rhea finishes disposing of the corpses and explains how her team was ambushed by a strange spider-like Nameless. It was wrong, she says bluntly. I fought plenty of Nameless, but none of them coordinated their minions like this. Way too smart for those buggers. Bunch of monsters shouldn't have been able to get the jump on us. We tried to retreat, but Commander Soskel got captured, and without a leader the orders got jumbled. We retreated in different directions. She rubs her arm. I don't know who else is alive or where they are. Rhea explains that, due to her expertise, she was in charge of holding her team's magical artifacts. She distributes them amongst your group, scowling. If those monsters are still out there, you're gonna need them. Rhea leads you back towards where her expedition was ambushed to begin looking for survivors. The swamp gives way to trees as you trek farther north. You keep an eye out for the Xaxas followers from earlier, but the woods seem empty. So, and now we can do a few things. We can now open deck 1D, add all these cards in the deck to our barracks, and we can open envelope 1D and add Rhea to our barracks. How that works is as follows. So, you see here that we have, there is like these dividers here with barracks, treasures, and players. This is where you put all this stuff for your expeditions, where you like draw cards from before the game, right? So what we do now is we get deck 1D, this one here, which is quite large. I already opened the top, so I can open it easier for camera, but I haven't looked into it yet. So let's see what we get here. Alright, we get new stuff. That is actually pretty exciting. We get new spells here. Okay, so we get treasured spells. Treasured spells are treasures that we get at the end of like a fight in the expedition. An expedition is like four battles, I think. And at the end of each one, I think we get like these treasures, right? These are like, this is like treasure level 1. And so we have Brahma's Buried Light, cast, deal 1 damage, and gain 1 ether. Doesn't sound too good, but it's free. We just get it in our deck, right? Garu's Torch, deal 1 damage, or focus any player's breach. That is really good. Kadi's Emerald Shard, gain 1 ether, or any player gains 1 life. That is really good as well. Mist's Garnet Shard, gain 1 ether, or cast any player's prepped spell. Okay. Xaxas Pyre, deal 1 damage. Any ally may discard a card in hand. If they do, deal 2 additional damage. That is pretty good as well. And then we have new gems. These, oh no, that's a treasure as well. No, it's not. That's just a single gem. I don't know. Planner Pocket, gain 1 ether, gain additional 2 ether that can only be used to gain a relic. Okay. And then we have more crystals here. We have a new gem type, Resonant Pearl, gain 2 ether. Any ally may discard a Resonant Pearl in hand and draw a card. If they do, gain an additional 1 ether. Interesting. That means your entire team needs to focus on that pearl. Caged Fire. Destroy the top card of any player's discard pile, or destroy this and gain 2 life. That is pretty nice. I like that one. Well of Energy. Gravehold gains 2 life, or any player gains 2 life. That is really good as well, but also very expensive. And that is even more expensive here. Spirit Lift. While prepped, once during your turn when you gain a charge, any ally gains 2 charges. Oh, wow. Interesting. You deal 5 damage. That one can be really strong. And that is it. That is the end of deck 1D. So that is really cool. I will put these into the barracks for now, but I will have to like sleeve them later on and sort them. I will do that off camera before my next playthrough, which I will record today or tomorrow actually. Okay. So let me put all of that here in the back. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. And then we can also open envelope 1D, which is that one here. Same thing here. I've already like pre-opened it, but I have not looked into it yet. So let's see. There's just a hero in there, I think. Yeah, this one is now empty. And we have a new hero, Rhea. Relic Hunter. As the Planet Pocket, the one single spell, that's her stuff, that's why. Interesting, her starting deck is just crystals, nothing else. But her starting hand has like 2 special cards, okay. Her special ability, Sublimate. Activate during your main phase. Return a card in your hand or discard pile to its supply pile. If you return the relic, gain a card from any supply pile that costs up to 3, either more than the returned card. Otherwise, gain a card from any supply pile that costs up to 2, either more than the returned card. Either way, place the gain card into your hand. Okay, this way you can like get better cards for almost free later on. Well, not quite free because you have to power up here. Very situational, but cool. Okay, complexity rating 6. That's a little bit higher than the others. Okay, so let me put that in here. So let's play with Rhea next round, maybe just so we get to know her, right? Okay. And then read the back of this card. Battle 1 Conclusion. The thick branches creak in the wind, and even the midday sun struggles to pierce the oppressive shade. The thick crackling energy in the air makes your hair stand on end. Something dangerous is near. You crest the hill and spot a massive swirling breach with a twisted shape kneeling before it. Inside the portal, you barely make out the shape of a gigantic shadowy spider. You inch closer, unable to comprehend what you're watching. The kneeling creature seems humanoid, except for a mass of arachnid legs bursting from its spine. Breach energy flows into its skin as it communes with the portal. That's the nameless we fought, Rhea whispers beside you. And then we would be ready for the next battle, but I will read that when we actually play the next session. So yeah. And see how that works, right? So you play through the expedition the first time, you just unlock more and more cards, and when you're done with that, then you can pretty much just mix and match. Because I will show that at the end of the last playthrough for this small Aeons and the New Age series, but we have that End Expedition rulebook, and there it tells you how to set up like new expeditions, right? Then we don't have these story bits here, but I mean, that's fine. That's not what Aeon's End is about, right? So, yeah, we just do that once. I do it on the channel here. And after that, we just play through the game pretty much normally. All right. So, finally, that was now my playthrough of Aeon's End, the New Age. The first playthrough. I think there are 4, if I'm not mistaken. So I will play through this game a few more often. A few more times, I mean. I will record all of that this week because I'm off work. But, of course, I will not... publish them all like right back to back, right? I will like space them apart like 3 or 4 weeks each, like I did it with like I'm doing it with my Sleeping Gods playthrough at the moment. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you're excited for the next playthroughs with different characters and different bosses. And these games will be way different. We will also use different cards here, at least some of them, so that will be pretty interesting. As usual, I would like to thank all of you for your support, especially my patrons who are really generous by supporting me on Patreon. The biggest shout out goes to Taqren, who is still my biggest supporter. Thank you so much for that. If you would also like to support me over there, why don't you head over to my Patreon and check out the tiers I've come up with. But no matter how you support me, I'm happy for any support, including just likes, comments, and even subscriptions. That all helps my channel grow, makes me really happy, and shows me that you really appreciate the work I'm putting into this channel, besides my day job. Thank you so much for that, really. You can also join my Discord server in case you would like to hang out with me in my community. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the very next video. Take care everyone, stay safe, and cheers.